you ever faked that orgasm?
No, I think women are more so prone to doing that. Like,
If you claim you want me, it ain't no thing. You acting kinda shady. You ain't been calling me baby, yo. Boy, you can go stop playing games, playing games.
What's up, my kings and queens? How you guys doing? How you feeling? I hope you guys slept well. And I just hope that you guys having a beautiful Saturday. As you guys can see in the title, I asked you guys to send me questions on my social media to ask Anton some questions. So I'm going to put him in the hot seat. And guess what? I think he's going to flip it. He said later on and put me in the hot seat. But y'all already know I'm ready. I think I am. Okay, so let's get started. I have questions that I'm going to ask. He does not know the questions that I'm going to ask. So,
not at all.
So are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you guys can get notified each and every time I drop a video. All right? Okay. And first of all, I didn't even introduce him, my guest, because he's always a guest. He's always going to be here with me. And he was talking about starting a channel, y'all. No, like, seriously. I know we joked around. But Bay talking about starting a channel soon. And his is going to be, it's a working out?
Combination. Just about hygiene, good fragrance from men that might be attractive to the females, the right female, of course.
Period.
And about just ultimately just grooming yourself, keeping yourself up.
Yeah, so I told y'all I knew that he was going to start it. Because he kept talking about it and talking about the bangers and stuff. I said, look, I know my husband, so I knew he was going to start it. But there you go. Y'all heard it from him first. All right.
What was the first
question? First one is, they said, what would your dream job be?
My dream job. Honestly, for some of you guys who might not know, I tore my retina or gel in my eye when I was 17. I used to compete. So my dream job would be to turn professional in the sport of boxing. Trying to think, if not that, just starting a business overall. Being in the corporate world, you start to see that you don't have full advantage over your time, and the one thing that you can't get back is time. They underpay you because when that time that you spend on working a 9 to 5, you can never get that time back. So they underpaying you because your time is supposed to be something that you value most in this life. Because we don't know when we're gonna be called up. So I would say boxing being number one, that would be probably the number one thing I wanted to do at that time.
Number 2, favorite feature on Lyndora?
Her smile, for sure. Her dimples. That's one thing that captured me when I first saw her, because growing up, in the city, that's not something you see often, is dimples. So I was like asking my sister, what is that? I never knew what was, the print in your cheek until she explains to me, yeah, Anton, that's dimples. But that would be one of the greatest features, I think.
Well,
her smile.
You. Thank you, babe. Running a family.
Yeah.
All right. Another question they asked was, how did you know Lyndora was the one?
All right. So for you women, understand something about a guy. We are hunters. So we evaluate everything from your nurturing capabilities, from the way that you how can I say this? Every aspect about a woman, a man will evaluate. So if you come off too sexual, he already categorized you in whatever category that you're supposed to be in. So you lose your value. when you something when a man cannot apprehend or have you in an easy fashion, he already placed you on a whole different pedestal from any other woman. Simple as that. So when I met Lyndora, I already knew and I categorized her above every other woman that, you know, may have possessed beauty, because beauty to me is not enough. If you have a very wicked heart, or if you have a very bad personality, if you don't care about people, if you stuck up, all of those things can make you a very ugly person. I don't care how gorgeous you are. I don't care how well you maintain yourself. If you don't have respect for yourself, if you don't carry yourself in a respectful manner, if you don't know how to hold a conversation, if there's no intellectual capabilities within you to where we can converse with each other, we don't have nothing compatible. So I felt like with Lyndora, we had that compatibility. We sat down for hours and talked. It was just much more to her than her beauty, and I was able to see her true beauty of her heart that even made her even more gorgeous to me, and that made me attracted to her. So that's how I knew she was the one. Her nurturing capabilities, her ability to hold a conversation, the way that she was respectful, how she carried herself. I don't care, women, I don't care how gorgeous you are. You could be a 20. You can keep your toes, your nails done. You can wear the most latest and finest stuff. If you don't carry yourself in respect or decency, you know, understanding your value and walking in that value, that's not bossing up. It's the difference between your value and you bossing up. You can be a boss and still be something that is completely unattractive to a guy. You can be driving a Porsche, you can be having your own place, you can have your own crib. That's not enough. So I'm adding that just to give you guys just some insight, because I'm giving you insight from a true man's perspective. I've been married for 14 years.
Going on 13.
Going on 13. Been with her for 20. So for a guy, and you know, a good, valuable man out here, he's going to assess that way different from a dude who just trying to get the cheeks. Simple as that.
Period. Oh, that was okay. Because that was dry. That was a dry. That was a good one. Okay, y'all heard that, ladies. Take notes. All right, next one says, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Where would it be?
That's a good one.
Whoever came up with that.
Yeah, that was really good. I know who wrote that, but I can't tell you who wrote these questions.
The weird thing is, my grandmother, she's from California. I think California, it has the perfect weather, because I don't like heat. But it's not only the heat, it's the humidity that gets me the most. California, if it is hot, it doesn't contain that nasty, uncomfortable feeling of like what the humidity brings, like when you living in, like we're in Maryland. So it could be 85 degrees, but then the humidity can make it feel like 100 degrees, and it's just like your clothes sticking to you, feel nasty. Mm-hmm. But Cali, man, you know, you have that good weather, you know,
what?
No matter what.
I never know. You do Cali?
I do California.
What? I never knew this, y'all. So I'm learning some stuff too. I never knew that he would move. That Cali would be one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vacation spots, like I wouldn't want that to be somewhere I move to, because that's something that you can do if you want to say, all right, babe, where you want to go to Hawaii?
Yeah, dear stuff. Yeah.
You know, you want to go to Caribbean. You want to go to, you know, Mexico, or, you know, any other place, you know, that might be outside of the country. You know, you want those to be vacation spots, not really necessarily where you live. So I would say Cali.
Okay.
And I think that'd be about it, probably. I don't know. Yeah, that's it,
Cali. I don't know why I got a desire for Atlanta. I don't know why I have Atlanta. But next question says, what is something you do not like about me?
Her attitude. She could be completely unreasonable when she get mad. I'm talking about, you can apologize. I don't want your apology right now. So her emotions can get in the way of making peace at the moment, but with experience, you learn to give the woman or my wife her space, and then later on she'll come around. You know, you gotta give her some time to cool off. But I would say if it was something that I didn't like the most, it would be her attitude.
Yeah, he's right. Okay. What do you consider a red flag?
Um, I would say a woman who entertains a lot of men. I would say that because if she can't keep her attention on one person, then she's gonna always be the woman who gonna have a lot of options and try to explore those various options, and that keeps her in a place of confusion. So I would say a woman who entertains multiple men.
Okay. It says, have you have you ever faked that orgasm?
Now I think women are more so prone to doing that. Like a man can't fake it. Either he come, and if he don't, he don't. It's just as simple as that. Like there are probably different levels and experiences that a man can have that make him ejaculate quicker, but a man just can't. If he come in you, you will know. If he comes and on you, then you will know.
Period.
Women they're more so prone to doing that.
Cause he not faking the orgasm. Right or wrong.
Facts.
Period. All right. It says, what is your favorite feature on yourself?
That's
It's funny. I know that is a good one.
That's a good one.
Cause you would think that would be a question that I would answer.
Whoever asked that question, man, that's profound.
Yeah.
The reason being is I am a person who think outside of myself a lot of times, so I can see the beauty of everything else around me, but a lot of times I don't always necessarily don't always see the beauty and some of the great factors about myself. But I would say if there was a attractive factor, and what was the question?
It says, what's your favorite feature on yourself?
I want to say my body, but
Sheesh. I gotta agree with that.
yeah, I would say my body.
Sheesh. That thing is cut.
It's either my body or I got good hair. Yeah, it's one or the other.
Well, I was thinking that too. That's the first. I was thinking about your hair, but then I was like, technically, body would be more like. Yeah, I would say your body.
Yeah, I would say my body probably because I stay in shape.
He stay in the gym, y'all. He stay in the gym. He's very athletic. Obviously, he's a boxer, and yeah, he's cut. He's in shape. So yeah, I agree. It say, what is your love language?
Definitely touching, cuddling, like like if how you women do, like you put your butt towards the guy, he wrap his arm around you.
I do that.
Yeah, you do that. Turn your butt towards me. So probably touching, like hugging, spooning, if you will. Yes, I would say that would probably
Spooning.
when you grinding, like
Oh. Okay. I knew that they probably didn't know.
I'm quite sure they know they freaky out there too. Ain't nowhere in the world. We in 2023.
Okay. What else? Oh, they said. All right, we have a few more questions, and then this gonna be it. It said, "Do you have a hidden talent?" I know what it is, but I'm
I
gonna
do.
say nothing.
I do. My grandfather used to be a singer. I have the gift of singing, but it's one of those things that I can sing, but I'm not passionate about singing. So I would say that would be my hidden talent.
You gonna sing for them? A little bit, a little song, something slight, baby, just something, a little song, just a snippet. Go ahead. They want to hear you sing.
That's why it's hidden.
Go ahead. Not even a little bit.
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
All right. And what's another one? Oh, it say, what is your pet peeve?
Pet peeve. I would say spit.
Ugh, I can't stand that
Yeah,
either. Ugh.
A person spit on you. I think that's like one of the lowest things a person can ever do.
Yes. Oh, it's war.
It's like not. I mean, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. Cause like, man, might be stinky.
Yes.
Nah, I'm okay with that. Nah, that would be my pet peeve, spit.
Yeah, I agree.
Or talking while you eating and you still got food on your tongue.
Oh, yes.
I used to have a grandfather. He used to have like, he'd be eating at the table and he'd stick his whole tongue out and the food still be. Oh my goodness!
Cute.
I used to lose my complete appetite after seeing that. So yeah, spit.
All right, and then what did they say? Oh, what's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
That bull.
Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
He a bull for real.
And most Tauruses that I know, we are very introverted people. They say we're stubborn. I think that we do contain a little bit of stubbornness in some way. I've become a lot better at that over the years. But when I was young, I was a high head. So
ooh, he be talking about my attitude.
Yeah,
Y'all should. His was like quadruple. Wait, is it quadruple?
Quadruple.
Yeah, quadruple worse than mine. Like y'all.
It was.
His was.
I can go probably from a 0 to 100 real quick.
Ooh, he'll be walking out, somebody stare at him, y'all. He'd be like, "What is you looking at?" He be ready to fight. I'm like, I never forget, y'all. Real quick, a little small story time.
Oh man,
it was my friend. Matter of fact, it was Chanel a couple times, Jennifer a couple times. Oh my goodness, we'll be out and about, and they like, oh boy, they used to be so scared, my friends, because Anton was the hothead. He's a type, he's not gonna let nobody disrespect you. He's a type, he's not gonna walk away. If he got an issue right then and there, he's not gonna do all that talking. He will swing on you quickly, and you won't even see that punch come to you quickly. Like, that's how fast it was. I'd be like, it's time to go. And he used to scare me so much, stuff like that. I'm like, But yeah, he used to be a hothead, but I thank God that he's changed now. You know, he's not like how he used to be, nowhere near how he used to be. He let things go now. And as you get older and you mature, you grow wiser. So he's not that old little boy he used to be. Because, whoo, that was a lot.
It was. I must admit it was. It was a bit excessive.
It was. Y'all see the sweet, humble, quiet, Anton. But if y'all see him back in the day, up 10 years ago, this was not him. I mean, he was always a sweetheart and loving, caring, but that temper,
They had a bad one.
Bad temper. He's so protective over me. He's still protective over me. I love that. Tauruses are. I have an older sister that's a Taurus. Shout out to Mika. And all Tauruses that I seen very overprotective, which I love. So I have that, but that's a plus. But back in the day, he was really over. Oh my goodness. But anyway. Last question. It says, two. One say, I'm going to say the last one, to the end, keep it spicy. It said, why you started boxing?
My uncle. So there's a story behind why my uncle taught me how to fight. When I was in kindergarten, I still remember the two guys' name that used to always bully me in kindergarten. Stefan and what was the other dude name? James. I used to get in so much trouble because they'd just be sitting there chasing me during recess, and Miss Holmes see me in the process trying to protect myself, and then she'll call my mom and be like, "Yeah, Anton, he swung at one of the students," and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, you ain't see these dudes just chasing me. So my uncle, he told my mother he didn't want me to be a sucker, so. The first thing that he did, he showed me how to throw a jab, and he shot one at me. And I took it. He said, "Oh yeah, this little dude gonna be tough." So from 7 all the way up, I competed in the sport. I boxed at Hillcrest Heights boxing gym under Mr. McCain. Then I boxed with Dream Team boxing gym in Clinton and Kirby Road with Coach Buck. His son is called Mike and D. Reed. He was fighting in the top rank. He was number 2 in the nation when we were growing up. So that's what got me into it, my uncle.
Yes. And y'all want to know what's funny? This is a true story. like once Tom started boxing, I wanted to work out, and obviously I always had a passion for fighting, like boxing, which I didn't know. So he trained me and he enhanced my craft. But what's funny, y'all won't even believe it. My father actually used to box as well. So it must have been in the genes to be able to box, and then the fact that he knew how to box and us come together, it was just a perfect match.
Yeah, that's
like,
what we had in common.
That's what we had in common.
That's another
like,
thing. Yeah, we had that in common.
We really did. And once he started training me, it was like, it was work, but it was like, it was already, it was fun, but it was in me. Like the way I was jabbing and it was fun. We did that, you know. All right, last one is, this is the last question, y'all. What's the most spontaneous thing you ever did?
I think the most spontaneous thing I ever did was for Valentine's Day. I cooked a whole entire meal. I think it was like steak, a loaded baked potato, and I think
that was so cute.
String beans, and I set it up like where it had like the rose petals leading up to the table. The lights were, dim just right, and we had apple cider at that time. I never was a drinker.
He never was a drinker.
Yeah, I never was a drinker.
And I think we were young too.
Yeah, we were younger then.
Yeah, real young.
And I had like the gift, kind of like not parallel from the table, but I think it was like once she seen the meal, then the gift was right there. And we just had a good time. So I would say,
yeah, we had a good time that night.
Yeah, we was too grown, man, growing up. But one thing I can say, we stayed together though. It wasn't one of those things where it was a hit it and quit it kind of thing. We stayed true to each other, and we developed our relationship. And
and even after story time, most of y'all had already asked that we broke up. We broke up. We had broke up, but if y'all didn't hear about that story time, y'all go check that out on one of my Q&As that I did. We're not going to even give y'all the details because y'all got to go and check out the video so y'all can see and support. But yes, we don't regret anything, and It was amazing, and yeah. But thank y'all for watching. I had to put Anton in the hot seat, and I don't know if he gonna put me in the hot seat, but if he do,
it all depends what y'all want. Y'all let me know if y'all want her to be in the hot seat. What questions you want to ask Lyndora, and I'll be sure to answer those questions.
Yep, and I'm gonna be ready because I'm gonna stay true to it. You feel me? All right, thanks for watching.
All right, y'all, have a good one.
Peace.